Hi guys, Gavin Townsend, the transformation guru, currently in my studio and repping the new hairstyle, or should we say lack of hair. More importantly, I'm doing a video in support of my friend Will Flint, good friend for many years, and he's off to Everest. He's off to Everest base camp, and Will got stabbed multiple times on New Year's Eve, and I remember being at his bedside, and he got stabbed more than 10 times as a result of going to the aid of a girl who was getting violently beaten up by a boyfriend. And as a result, it ended up with him being stabbed multiple times, including collapsing a lung, diaphragm, and it was a very stressful time. He'd been on the operating table for a few hours, and there was a lot of distress within friends and family. So I remember visiting him in hospital with my brother, my friend Rachel, and yeah, it was a very difficult time. And it was a few months after I got armed robbed as well, by claw hammer and a knife. And that was at 4 o'clock in the morning. A friend of mine got attacked this year with a machete, and I won't go into too much detail, but he almost lost his hand. Another friend has been stabbed in the shoulder, and he's a local security guy. Unfortunately, in today's culture, and especially within the gang culture, it's becoming more acceptable to carry around knives. As you can see in the background, there's a photo of Tyson Fury. I've met some of the best boxers on the planet. If we got a problem when we were younger, we used to just, well, punch each other in the face, and there was a bit more honour within younger lads. Now, lads are carrying blades of all types. I've spoken to the local police. I know a lot of friends in the local police service, both high up and detectives, and I've heard of cases where lads in Redditch, in my hometown, have been walking around with blades and machetes, and not many people are going to want to know that, but it's just the reality of our culture. So I can understand why gangs where violence meets violence and they deal within themselves. You've probably watched some of the new Netflix programs on gang and street violence. It's kind of understandable because they deal with it themselves, but there is no place for knives being carried by anyone for any matter. And it's unfortunate that I've known a lot of people, and unfortunately I've been and experienced knife crime myself. Not just to the point where I've been armed robbed. I've seen a friend's hand almost half cut off when he got attacked by a gang. I've also, like I say, seen Will stabbed multiple times as a result of going to a girl's aid. So you can't even run to some girl's aid nowadays without being bludgeoned and being half killed. And the guy, in my opinion, didn't get enough of a sentence. You can't just openly stab someone 12 times and go down for a few years. It's just disgusting. It was, in my personal opinion, attempted murder. So Will's doing an event underneath Drop the Knife. He's going to Everest, and I've got the exact facts here. So they're aiming to climb 5,380 meters. Now, that represents the amount of people who were affected with knife crime last year in 2018. And now, today, knife crime happens on our streets every 16 minutes in the UK today. I mean, it's great with the government saying that they're going to bring 20,000 police back in, but they shouldn't have got rid of them in the first place. Unfortunately, there's a lot of disrespectful people in society, and like I say, I've met some of the best fighters on the planet, and unfortunately, lads think it's clever to walk around with tools on them and knives, and it's sad to see that a lot of people are scared to just probably openly talk about this subject. But walk in the dark streets of the night, looking over their shoulder, feeling afraid. So it's got to stop. Things have got to change. So 5,380 stabbings last year were recorded. So he's going to climb 5,380 meters. He's a good guy, and I'm going to put the link below for everyone to support him. And he deserves all the support he can get, because this is a guy who almost died on an operating table after being bludgeoned with a blade more than 10 times. And trust me when I say this, when you see someone in hospital you care for being stabbed half to pieces, it's not a nice ordeal to experience. So for Will Flint, everyone, drop the knife. Make sure to support him, even if you just donate £1 or £5, whatever. Just please click on the link below and give him some support. And well done, Will. It's quite a courageous thing to do, especially having gone through what you've gone through. And remember, guys, he's got a weakened diaphragm, and he's had one of his lungs collapse as a result of being stabbed. So yeah, round of applause, mate, and good luck, and hopefully you'll raise that target you've got, which is over £5,000 for the Drop the Knife charity. So well done, mate. Keep up the good work.